Aloha and mahalo for joining me. I'm Janin. Thank you so much for being here. And today I want to talk to you about your self-worth. Now, this is one thing that I like to talk about because I find that it's a real problem for a lot of people, especially women. Now, I talk to women all the time, friends, family, other people that um, I'm around in my community, women that I work with, women that I help, and they all seem to have the same issue, which is a low self-worth. And I know I've talked about this before, but it seems to be a problem with our everyday life. Now, I don't know about you, but we all struggle with different things in our lives, and that's part of life. We have to have struggles. But I find that the low self-worth is such a major issue. And I have certain things that I struggle with when it comes to self-worth. But, I want to talk about what we can do to try and get over this problem that we have, to work through it. Because sometimes these problems last for a really long time. Sometimes we have feelings of low self-worth for years and years and years. And sometimes we don't even recognize that we have this problem. Now, sometimes we bury it. We bury it really deep because we don't want to think about it. We don't want anybody to know about it. But what happens is that when we have low self-worth, it shows up in everything that we do and the clothes that we wear, because that's another thing that I work with. I work with women on how to dress to make themselves look presentable, make themselves look good, feel good. And how we dress really makes a difference because our self-worth affects everything. And some of the things that we do in life are not the best that we can do because we're struggling with all these crazy thoughts, and we have feelings that we're not good enough. And that's one of the symptoms of low self-worth, is that main problem is that we're not good enough, and that just creates more of a self-worth problem. Everything is connected, right? It starts with our thoughts and our feelings, and then everything goes on from there. And so today, I hope that what I'm saying will resonate with you and will get you thinking about your own self-worth. Take a look. Is it affecting what you do in your life? Is it stopping you from achieving your goals? Is it stopping you from having a happy and fulfilled life? Is it stopping you from finding that dream job? Is it stopping you from having happy friendships? Sometimes we don't want to have friends because we don't want them to know about these feelings that we have. But it comes out anyway. So one of the things that we can do is to every day write down how you're feeling. Now, there's a lot of people who have started journaling in the morning. I say journal whenever you can. We all have busy lives, and when we have feelings of low self-worth, we're always going to put ourselves last. And we struggle, and many women really have a hard time putting themselves first because they already have feelings of low self-worth, so they figure, oh, why even bother, right? Because if I have feelings of low self-worth, then oh well, it doesn't really matter. So they go, and women focus on everybody else and everything else, and they don't seem to realize that you have to focus on yourself. You have to actually work to have that feelings of self-worth and get to know who you are, and have that feelings that you're good enough. And of course, sometimes it's easier for other people to overcome their struggles, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it takes many years for people to overcome certain issues. And because we have so many imperfections, and some are easier to overcome than others because the level of that imperfection that we have. So what you need to do is really start taking a good look at what you're doing in your life. Start writing it down, start journaling it, start doing something small for yourself. Now we have to remember that we were created by God and we have worth just because of that. But if you don't start to acknowledge that, I want to say, give it a try. Think about the fact that you were created by God and that we have worth. You know, even that alone has power in it. And God has given us power, and so we might as well use it instead of just having all these crazy thoughts going on in our head all the time about how we don't have any worth and nobody cares and we're not good enough. We have our own dialogue in our own heads all day long. We talk to ourselves, which I do myself too, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. Why are we having really bad conversations with ourselves? Because usually we don't talk to other people like that. So think about that. Don't be saying crazy things to yourself if you wouldn't even say that to anybody else. We have to start remembering our worth. So start journaling, start writing how you feel, write it out. And of course, don't be showing everybody around you that, you're writing all these crazy things. Make it something, a part of your daily routine. Find even 5 minutes, because in your day is so busy, only you will know what is the best time to actually write these things out. Now we do have 24 hours in a day. Everybody has 24 hours. So just take 5 minutes and write down how you feel about yourself. Are you struggling with low self-worth? Do you have feelings that you're not good enough? Are you saying crazy things to yourself? Are other people saying crazy things to you? What kind of things are going on in your life is really a good indication of how you're feeling, right? Because usually we're drawn to things that are how we feel. So if you have feelings of low self-worth, then you're probably going to be drawn to those kind of situations or those kind of people who feel just like you. But I want to tell you that it's not worth the yucky feelings that you have inside when you think about you're not good enough. And sometimes yucky is the only word that fits the description of how you're feeling. So take a moment to love yourself. And that's the key to everything, is just having that love for you. I want you to feel of your love. I want you to be able to let go of those feelings of low self-worth and let go of those feelings of not being good enough, because you are good enough and you have worth. And you want to be able to radiate that feelings that you have about yourself of feeling good enough and that you have worth. It brings joy to other people as well as it will bring joy to you. And I really, really want you to be your best self and to do good and to talk good to yourself. And please take a moment. I encourage you to care about you, care about yourself, your worth, and that will make a really big difference in your life. Now, if you want help, you can email me at janin@fashionablefinance.com. I'd be more than happy to talk with you. Please click on the link in this video. I have this free 20-minute consultation. Please click on the link, contact me so that I can talk with you. I want to be able to help you, and if you need me to hold your hand, I can hold your hand. Maybe if you're far away from me, I'd have to do a virtual hand holding, but I would still love to help you. And please subscribe to this channel. I really encourage you to watch these videos. I really want to help women. I just think that we have so much value that we can give and share. I really appreciate you watching, and thank you, and have a great day. Aloha.